Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today? So we're back here with some BTO, all right? Bachman Turner Overdrive. Gonna be checking out You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, all right? So I've done songs recently that had some stuttering, as I just stuttered, incorporated into it. And one of them was My Sharona. And I believe the one before that was The Who, My Generation. And so today we have You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, all right? People said, hey, if you thought stuttering was cool in these songs, check it out in the King of Kings when it comes to this type of music, all right? You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. So we're going to be checking this one out today. I think this is my third time checking out a BTO song, all right? So hopefully you guys are enjoying. Thank you for tuning in with me here today. Really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump to this one and see what everybody's talking about, man. Let's see what the hype is about, all right? Here we go. There it is.
Here's something that you're never gonna forget. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Nothing yet. You ain't been around. That's what they told me.
Cowbell, the cowbell was fire, by the way. Oh, this part right here is so good.
Here's something you're never gonna forget, baby. You know, you just ain't seen nothing yet. You need education. Gotta go to school.
I was trying to grab onto the lyrics as well.
Any lover's good loving. So I took what I could get. Yes, I took what I could get. And then she looked at me with them big brown eyes and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Here's something, here's some lover you never forget, baby. Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Really step it up.
You ain't seen nothing yet. That's what she told me. She said I needed education. Go to school. I know I ain't seen nothing yet. I know I ain't seen nothing yet. You got some way for me when I get home. Better be good.
Opening it up.
I've been everywhere. But I ain't seen nothing yet. I just said I ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, man. They started opening that thing up on the fade out. They started opening that thing up right there on the fade out, man. So You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. I was trying So first of all, as far as the song goes, very fun, man. I feel like my smile is just opening up over the track during the duration. It just got better. But I really like that section, of course, the chorus section where he does the stuttering and they got the cowbell. I don't know why, man. Cowbell can increase the groove of a song tenfold, man. So when they throw that in there, man, it's flowing. It's fully flowing at that point. But with BTO right here, you ain't seen nothing yet. I was trying to get a hold of the lyrics too. Definitely the stuttering stood out. You guys are right, man. This might be the cream of the crop. No, but I couldn't remember when one of those songs, that maybe it was My Sharona. I remember reading that it was like the first to hit a certain level on the charts with a stutter, right? Reaching the top of something with the stutter. So we'll see if we get any of that kind of information with this one. But as far as the lyrical content, you ain't seen nothing yet. It sounded like he's saying, hey, he'll get loving wherever he can get it, right? He's not a picky guy. He's going to pick up on some loving. So at the beginning, I was like, did he run around on his girl, kind of cheat on her? She took him to the doctor. They said he's fixed now. But this is just a guy who's a sucker for some loving all over the place. We'll try to dive into it and get a better understanding of the story. All right, so he says at the beginning, I met a devil woman. She took my heart away. She said, I had it coming to me, but I wanted it that way. I think that any loving is good loving, so I took what I could get. She looked at me with big brown eyes and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. So a devil woman, right? This girl's going to take him for a spin. Not the kind of woman you want to be with. She's going to break your heart, play with it, stomp on it. But any loving's good loving. He's going to get what he can get. He knows what he's in for. But hell, you know, as long as he's getting some loving, he's having a good time. So it goes on to say, and now I'm feeling better because I found out for sure she took me to her doctor and he told me of a cure. He said that any love is good love. So pretty much he's feeling better, right? Maybe he was feeling down before that. Maybe it was starting to get to him. She took him to her doctor. And the doctor says the cure is any loving is good loving. So stay on the path you're on, son. You're doing good. Okay, I got to stay with this chick and she can play with it. She can stomp on it. She can mess with me. That's what the doctor's ordering as well. So I'm feeling better now. So goes on to continue to say, let's see. Yeah, so she's just going to give him something he's never going to forget. He ain't seen nothing yet. So I don't know. I just think he's in for a rough ride. Maybe he doesn't know it. Maybe he's a little naive to the situation. But any loving is good loving, so he's in for the ride. All right, learning a little bit about this. We've got this from the Not Fragile album, all right? Released in 1974, considered garage rock, all right? So we go on. It was released as in 1974 as a single. It reached the #1 position on the Billboard Hot 100 Singles Chart and the Canadian RPM chart of the chart the week of November 1974. So dang, yeah, this thing did some numbers, man. This thing did some numbers. All right, the theme. The lyrics for the song tell of a narrator meeting a devil woman who gives him love. The chorus of the song includes the song's famous stutter and speaks of her looking at him with big brown eyes and saying, you ain't seen nothing yet, baby. You just ain't seen nothing yet. All right, I'm doing my best stutter. All right, here's something that you're never going to forget, baby. You just ain't seen nothing yet. All right, so let's go on and read a little bit more. So it says BACHMAN developed the song while recording BTO's third album, Not Fragile. It began as an instrumental piece inspired by the rhythm guitar on Dave Mason's Only You and I Know. That is funny, man. Dave Mason. So I did a reaction to Dave Mason not knowing who he was, and here we see Dave Mason had a connection with some BTO right here. So BACHMAN says, it was basically just an instrumental and I was fooling around. I wrote the lyrics out of the blue and stuttered them through. The band typically used the song as a work track in the studio to get the amplifiers and microphones set properly. But when winding up the production for the album, Charlie Falk of Mercury Records said the eight tracks they had lacked the magic that would make it a hit single. Some band members asked BACHMAN, what about that work track? BACHMAN reluctantly mentioned that he had this ninth song, but did not intend to use it on the record. He said, we have this one song, but it's a joke. I'm laughing at the end. I sang it on the first take. It's sharp, it's flat, it's stuttering to do this thing for my brother. I'm stuttering to do this thing for my brother. So it's a joke. I was wondering, how do you end up figuring to make this song? Dude, it was a work track. It was just them using it to get everything set up for the actual recording session, and the stuttering was just a joke on it. Imagine that, dude. This ended up becoming the #1 I've read that before with another band that they had a song too that it was just a throwaway song pretty much. Somebody convinced them to put on there and it became the #1 as well. So very interesting that it's happening to another group right here. Falk asked to hear it, and they played the recording for him. He smiled and said, "That's the track. It's got a brightness to it. Kind of floats a foot higher than the other songs when you listen to it." Bachman agreed to rearrange the album sequence so that the song could be added, but only if he could re-record the vocals first without the stutter. Falk agreed, but Bachman says, "I tried to sing it normal, but it sounded like Frank Sinatra. It didn't fit. They said to leave it as it was with the stutter." Man, dude, I love listening to that because my mind is going and wrapping around these songs with the stutter, right? About throwing that on these songs. And to hear the story about this one has to be about the best history I've read about one with that stutter, because right here it's a working piece. It has no intention of ever being used. It's a throwaway track. The stutter is a joke. He's kind of doing it for his brother to make everybody laugh, and it ends up becoming a hit, the #1 charting on the Billboard Hot 100, man. So I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that, and that's a bit of why I read the behind the scenes kind of stuff, man. Is because when you hear the whole piece of that coming together, I don't know, man. It just makes it. It makes it. So thank you guys for tuning in here today. I hope you enjoyed this reaction right here. Thank you guys for putting me onto this one as well. Really appreciate that. Let me know if there's any more BTO songs you want me to get into, man. I'd really appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed, please let me know by liking, subscribing, checking out the descriptions down below. It has other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation request. Amazing ways to support me if you guys are enjoying the content. So please consider. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.